Do you ever feel like God forgets you? Psalm 13:1 says, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me?" I think back to when I was a single mother and I was going through some really difficult times. And I remember reading a scripture in Psalm 27 that says, "I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living." And I cried out to God, "I need to see your goodness because I feel as if you have forgotten me." But when I went back to look at where that scripture was, I couldn't help but read all the wonderful promises that God tells us before and after that scripture. He tells us in verse 1 that He is our light and our salvation. In whom shall we fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? The Lord starts out that chapter with the wonderful promise of who He is, and He gives us encouragement at the very end of that chapter in verse 14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Times were tough. My son was going off to college. I didn't know how much I was going to be able to help him because I could barely pay the rent. So I did what I knew to do, and that was to cry out to God. And not too long after, I prayed and took my needs and my petitions to the Lord. A sweet, wonderful sister in the Lord came up to me one Sunday after church, and she said these words, "If you and your children ever need a place to live, you come to me. My house is open to you." I couldn't believe what I was hearing because I hadn't told anybody of not being able to pay the rent anymore. God answered my prayer through this precious woman and her husband. They lived alone and opened their home to me and my children. God reassured me that He had not forgotten me. He heard my prayer and He answered a need. Isaiah 49 tells us He will not forget us. And not only that, He goes on to say that He has engraved us in the palms of His hands. Or what about Psalm 139? How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. If I would count them, they are more than the sand. God knows where you are. God knows what you're going through. If you are feeling forgotten, take courage in His word. He will not forget you. You are engraved in the palms of His hands. Remember that He will not forget you, so that you can grow in the Lord and influence the world all around you. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Goodbye.